Well, you might be familiar with the character of Freddy Krueger, you know, the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street and all those movies. And for some reason, he scares the living daylights out of people. I don't know why that is. I just... Anyway, here to shed some light on that topic and to tell us about his adventures with Ford Fairlane, Robert Englund. Have a seat here, Robert. Good to see you, buddy.
Not Freddy's greatest hits.
This is it, yeah, that's
They
right.
found Freddy's greatest hits.
Freddy's greatest hits, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
You know, they were just playing, Billy said, you played Freddy's Dead?
Yes.
Fred...
Better than the Freddy. Could have been the Freddy, it could have been worse.
It's so weird to look at you like this and then imagine with the makeup and everything. What happens when you go out on the street?
Well, you know, it's strange. Until last year, I had a convertible Mustang, my sort of the last bit of my youth I kind of preserved. And I'd get like attacked at red lights. You know, people would see me in their car. I'd be just driving, you know, to the store or something, and I'd get, Freddy, oh, Freddy, or, hey, yo, Freddy, hey. You know, so I got a hard top finally, you know. It's a little easier now. I can be anonymous.
I mean, we've got national heroes, Abe Lincoln, Martin Luther King. Could Freddy be our national villain, you think?
I don't know. Probably national villain. A couple of reporters have said Freddy's, you know, a cult hero, and I think they kind of got the word wrong. I don't think anybody wants to grow up and be Freddy Krueger. You know, I mean, you know, maybe you want to grow up and, you know, and be Dave Winfield or something like that, but nobody wants to be Freddy. I just think he's somebody that you kind of nail up to your dormitory wall for a couple of semesters, you know. And look
Your eyes, though, your eyes are so expressive, though, Robert, when you're talking.
Eyes are the windows of the soul, Rick. And what a soul!
You get off on this, don't you?
I get a lot of help, too. You know, you had a sound effects attack, and I'm real lucky because I do the voice, and then in post-production, they process my voice.
Yes,
you know,
because
the effects
it
guys,
goes deep.
You probably know all the lingo. I know very speed or something like that, but they play with it and slow it down a little bit.
Right,
Yeah.
they call it, it's a VSO is what they call it.
Gives me
Variable speed.
Gives me a lot of bass, Rick.
And you go way down. Yeah. It's fun to do that. You can do that with little things you buy at stores and everything.
Yeah.
You know, you can make your voice go down.
They slow it down just a little bit, and then they put some bass in. They just dust it with bass. It's great. And so I don't have to work so hard in the set, because if I have a long day of dialogue, I'm raw at the end. I mean, you know what that can be like.
Sure,
You know, using it wrong.
But I can't picture you trying out. They say, well, okay, now, Robert, we're going to have you in to try out for a guy that looks like this, you know? And we're going to yellow your teeth. And
Yeah,
we're gonna...
right. When I heard about the first project, I had no idea that I was always disfigured. I thought, well, you know, some point during the movie, you know, the parents torch Freddy, and then we get to see what he looks like. But, you know, I sort of imagined him kind of like this little wiry janitor, you know, kind of chain-smoking guy.
Right.
And I was in sort of my punk rock phase then, so I greased my hair all back, and I took a real pencil, not a makeup pencil, put pencils under my eyes. I wore all black, and I went there and sort of played staring games with Wes Craven, you know. And I guess that's what got me the part, because I'm kind of a motor mouth, and I just sort of held back, and I just looked at him. Tell me more, Wes. You know? And it worked.
Freddy, no problem.
Yeah, no, you've got the part.
You got the part. Just don't follow me home.
So I guess that was the ticket, because I got home and it was on my machine that I had the part.
Oh, that's...
Because I didn't know then that I was going to, you know, they were going to like put me in this for 4 hours a day and baste me with Vaseline, you know.
Is that what they do?
That's to get the shine on it. Makes it, all the makeup effects look better. For some reason, when you put Vaseline or KY jelly on them, you know, you can imagine the jokes going around the set that I have to. But the last thing they do just before I get to act, just before they say actions, they come over and put it in all the wounds so they catch the light as the head moves.
No.
But it sells the makeup, because there's a lot of little seams and stuff in that makeup. It's 14 different pieces all fused together. It's not just a mask I yank over my head.
Look at the stuff that you've spawned, though. Look, this is the new... I love this. Is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. This is the Freddy head.
It's loaded. Oh, no.
Put this on your dresser here. You see. Hi. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, my mom and dad are real proud of this. You know, I've come a long way. You went to college for this?
Did you go to college?
No, Rick. Okay. I'm a high school dropout. There's a lesson for you all kids. Grow up to be this guy.
You're gonna put it on? Oh, gosh, that's great. Well, is this just an American thing, or is it around the world, or
No,
what?
I just got back from Tokyo, Italy, France. In Tokyo, we beat Top Gun and Rambo over there.
Good for
Still
you.
ascending over in Europe. It's really strange, though, to be recognized in a foreign language, you know, over this. Je dois te dire, you dois Freddy! You know, get away. You know, alone. I don't know what the guy wants.
Hey, you're not only Freddy, but you're in Ford Fairlane. I just saw that.
Yeah.
And a mean guy who just won't die.
I know, I'm probably a lot of people would like to try to kill Andrew Dice Clay right now. But I'm sort of his nemesis in the movie, you know, and I'm the hitman that can't be killed. Every time you think Andrew kills me, I keep, you know, coming back again for more.
Well, let me ask you the obvious question, and you know, if you feel uncomfortable about this, but how is he to work with? Because you know, you have ladies boycotting shows he's on, and what he represents and how he does his act and everything.
I don't know, it's kind of strange to me. I mean, nobody boycotted Sam Kinison and Eddie Murphy when they were on Saturday Night Live. I don't know, it seems to me that people are kind of gunning for Andrew. The Andrew I know is the Andrew I worked with day in, day out on the set of Ford Fairlane, and we had all fight scenes together. So what was important to me was, A, not to get hurt, and B, to trust Andrew's timing. Well, he's a stand-up, so stand-up comics have great sense of timing, so it really helped us in the fight scenes. But that's the guy I know. Now, he's funny, don't get me wrong, and, you know, he's a little blue, as we say. But, I mean, he was Andrew Dice Clay making fun of, like, the food that they serve us on the set, you know, not unlike some of the chow back there, you know, the donut from hell.
Yes. Oh, you got that one.
Was this from Monday, you know? Last Monday, okay. And
we're growing our own penicillin on this.
Yes, I
this
know.
show.
I noticed the Petri dish back.
Yes.
It's the end of the night bacteria.
But I mean, when the film wasn't rolling and everything, what is he like?
Well, again, you know, that's a character. You know, Dice Man. Andrew Dice Clay is funny, and he tells a great dirty joke. But he's not the Dice Man. He's, you know, I'm an actor, and I can pick some of the influences he's done. I see a little bit of Vinnie Barbarino, John Travolta. Remember that character on Welcome Back, Kotter?
Sure.
And I see a little bit of Rocky I, of Stallone in Rocky I, before he lost weight, you know, and he was real street. And I also, a little bit of a favorite movie of mine, you may like this, The Nutty Professor, Jerry Lewis.
One of my favorites of all time.
Buddy Love, the most obnoxious man in the world. Yeah.
Want some, baby?
And Andrew calls.
If you saw the movie.
Yeah. Andrew calls the Dice Man an ignoramus. That's how he sees him, sort of a street corner, Philly, you know, Italian ignoramus, one of those guys. He's sort of like eavesdropping on that character and then showing him to America. And I think that people don't realize we're laughing at him, not with him. I think that's the real difference.
Yeah, because when I look at him, especially like when he's done interviews and everything, there seems to be a real troubled little boy in there, and I'd love to talk to him about that sometime.
Yeah,
maybe we can get him on.
I know. I think he's also like he's under the gun now, you know, with the criticism and stuff, and that can't but help but make you defensive. I know. I did a bunch of talk shows up in Canada, and there was a minister up there who was very down on the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and I'm really proud that each one of our installments has been less violent and more in the world of special effects and fantasy. Sure. And as you can see, fantasy, special effects. Hit that effects machine. And but I was up there, and boy, they were gunning for me in Canada.
Really?
I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was really under the gun in several talk shows up there. So I know what that feels like, because you start to get defensive, then you turn on the talk show host, and rule number one is you be nice to the host.
You know, see, that's the
nice
rule.
To the
rule on this show. You don't have to be nice to me. I found that out already, you know. When you're not scaring the hell out of people, Robert, what do you do?
Well, I still get wet. I'm a surfer. I got a little place down in Laguna Beach, and so
beautiful there.
Yeah, and so I like to do that, and I like to travel. You know, one of the great benefits of being in this business is you get to travel to work, and then you get to travel to promote the movies or the TV shows you're doing. And I've been real fortunate, you know, to sort of see the world. And that's what now. And now, when I have time off, instead of spending the publicist's money, I spend my own money to travel.
And a sex symbol outside of the makeup.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
You hear the girls
just a teen stud, right?
Hey, congrats. One more.
One more. Watch the end of the nose now.
Freddy. Oh, Freddy.
Yes, I blew before I came out. So.
Congratulations on Ford Fairlane, too.
Thank you.
Robert Englund.
It's good to see you.
Sign this wall.